Today, we'll be discussing the Investment Policy Statement, or IPS, a critical document that serves as the backbone for investment committees. Understanding the IPS is essential for ensuring the financial health and sustainability of your organization's mission-driven work. Let's dive in. An investment policy statement is a formal document that outlines the principles and guidelines for managing an organization's investments. It provides a framework for decision-making, helping to ensure that the organization's assets are managed prudently and aligned with its goals. It is also in the IPS that the asset allocation is established. In addition, nonprofits should comply with the Uniform Prudent Management of Institutional Funds Act, or UPMIFA. The purpose of this act is to prevent misuse of nonprofit assets, ensure they are managed prudently, and improve transparency and accountability. Generally, UPMIFA requires qualifying nonprofits to prudently manage their assets by considering spending requirements, preserving assets, and taking into account economic conditions, investment strategies, risk management strategies, procedures for monitoring investments, and periodically reviewing the effectiveness of policies. As it relates to the IPS, nonprofits are strongly encouraged to develop a written policy that aligns with the UPMIFA guidelines. Later in this video, we'll dive a little deeper into the various components of the IPS. But first, let's discuss why it's so important to institutional investors. The IPS is crucial for several reasons. First, consistency. It ensures a consistent approach to investment management regardless of changes in committee membership or market conditions. Accountability. It holds the investment committee and financial advisors accountable to clearly defined objectives and strategies. Third, alignment. It aligns the investment strategy with the organization's mission, risk tolerance, and financial goals. Now let's explore the key components of an effective investment policy statement. There are several major sections. First, the purpose and scope. This section outlines the purpose of the IPS and the scope of the asset it covers. It sets the stage for the document, explaining its role in guiding the investment strategy. Second is governance, which details the roles and responsibilities of the board, investment committee, and any external advisors or fund managers. It ensures everyone understands their duties and the decision-making process. Third is the investment objectives. Clearly defines the financial goals of the organization. These objectives may include preserving capital, generating income, or achieving a certain level of growth. It's important to align these goals with the organization's overall mission and financial needs. The fourth section is risk tolerance, which specifies the level of risk the organization is willing to accept. This involves considering the organization's time horizon, the financial stability, and ability to withstand market volatility. The fifth is asset allocation, which outlines the target allocation for different asset classes such as equities, fixed income, and alternative investments. It includes permissible ranges and any restrictions on specific type of investments. The sixth section is investment guidelines, which provides details on selecting and managing investments. This can include criteria for individual security selection, diversification requirements, and prohibited investments. The seventh section is the performance measurement and monitoring section, where you will find benchmarks and performance metrics for evaluating the investment portfolio. It also details the frequency and format of performance reports. The eighth section is the spending policy. This defines how and when investment returns will be used to support the organization's activities. This section ensures that the spending aligns with both the short-term needs and long-term objectives. Nonprofits should consider establishing an annual spending policy between 4 and 5% of a portfolio value, or between 4 and 7% of a rolling average of endowment investment returns. It is recommended by Syracuse University to maintain a 1-to-3 ratio between spending on administrative overhead and program expenditures. Finally, in the ninth section, there's review and revisions, which specifies the process for reviewing and updating the IPS. This ensures that the document remains relevant and responsive to changing circumstances. A robust IPS is not just comprehensive, but also flexible enough to adapt to changing conditions. Here are some qualities that make an IPS strong and effective. First, ensure that the IPS is clear and specific in its guidelines and objectives. Ambiguity can lead to suboptimal decision-making. Second, make sure the investment strategy aligns with the organization's mission and financial goals. This alignment reinforces the organization's commitment to its values and long-term sustainability. Third, involve key stakeholders, including board members, staff, and external advisors in the development and review of the IPS. This inclusivity ensures diverse perspectives and buy-in from all parties. Fourth, commit to regular reviews and updates of the IPS. The financial landscape and organizational needs can change, so it's crucial to keep the IPS current and relevant. At a minimum, an IPS should be reviewed by the organization and investment managers annually. In conclusion, the investment policy statement is a foundational document that guides our investment decisions, aligns our financial strategy with your mission, and ensures accountability and transparency. By understanding and adhering to the IPS, you can safeguard an organization's assets and support the mission effectively.